through all this creativity and all this inspiration that you have, was there one moment or one something that inspired you to develop the Anxiety Helper and what it would actually look like and the usability?
For me, I had the idea of Anxiety Helper, and I had like this general picture of what I wanted it to be in my mind. I had a little bit of experience with, other apps. I had an iPhone. I would open up the App Store. I would look at other apps. But I found there wasn't anything that really stood out to me. There was not, a streamlined pattern of apps that would be helpful for this certain group. Because, when you're really anxious, you don't want to open an app that has like red flashing text and like very loud noises. You want it to be very calm. So the design process is all about taking a problem and then figuring out how can I, make this easier for the specific group. So that's what I did. And I did a lot of research into the psychology of colors. I did a lot of research into user experience, into user interface. And it was all about how do you help people who are in a heightened state of vulnerability navigate an app. And so for me, what I found is that people love high contrast. They love calming colors, and they love no noises, obviously. And it was really about designing an experience that made people feel good, and that didn't make them frustrated and didn't make them, easily give up. It was all about gesture-based swiping, and all about, different font sizes and different ways that you word things, and just things that you wouldn't notice in general until they're already in place.
Okay. A lot of thought went into this.
A lot of thought.
Was there one turning point in your own struggle and your own journey that you can remember that you thought, okay, now I know what my purpose is?
I think it wasn't really a turning point. For me, it was more of a realization. Okay. I was fortunate enough to be one of the first Code with Clossy scholars. So for me, that meant I got to travel to Venice Beach, California for 2 weeks and participate in a web development course. And while I was there, I realized that, I just got out of this really tough part of my life, and I didn't want to go back, and I didn't want to deal with that ever again. But I wasn't sure what I wanted to do moving forward, and all I knew was that I loved technology and that I loved helping people, and I wanted to help other people. So I was just sitting on a lifeguard tower one day, and I was like, why not make something that I would have wanted when I was younger? And that was really the catalyst for me, is just connecting 2 and 2 together, is making the tools that I didn't have that I needed. And that's where it all started.